What's up, Nick? Was out, Vivek, Ori. What's going on, guys? So, just in case we get this trade, um, figured I'd want to go live to take with you guys. By the way, Tesla looks quite bullish. I feel like it's going to get up here or to at least 238.37. Stop loss, hourly close below here. But if SPY continues to do this sideways drifting, if it goes, then it goes. Nothing I can do about it. Then obviously there won't be a trade. But if it continues to just move sideways like it is and the 5-minute trigger comes up, once the 5-minute trigger makes contact with price, we're going to expect it to accelerate right up here. So if it makes that move higher, without tapping the 5-minute trigger, then I'm already going to accept missing that trade. It is what it is, but I feel like this is just such a beautiful trade. If the 5-minute trigger comes up to meet price. So you can see early this morning, 5-minute LDPM didn't even move above price till 440.79 for a bit, and then again up here. So 5-minute LDPM has pretty much been above price the entire day, obviously showing a lot of strength. LDPMs are stacked bullishly. If we go to the 15-minute view, see the same thing, bullish stacked. 15-minute LDPM has been below price all day. And then if we go to the 30-minute, starting to stack bullishly, but not quite there yet. Go to the 1 hour, still, bearish on the 1 hour. So one thing I am scared of is that this will be the top of the move. Like we know we had rejection here, and then the LDPMs just got too spread out, if you want to say. Like over here, which made it a lot easier for price to knife through them. Remember, when the LDPMs are clustered, a lot more, tough for price to get through, but when they're spread out, it becomes a lot easier. Think about it like holding a bunch of pieces of, think about holding like a bunch of, how do I describe this? I'm trying to think, give me a second. Okay, like a hair. If you hold one hair between like two fingers and in one hand and two fingers on the other hand, and you pull it fully stretched out, it's a lot easier to break. When you have 50 hairs, and you stretch them out between two fingers on each hand, then obviously it's going to be a lot more firm. So essentially, it kind of works the same way with LDPM. So this area does scare me a drop, as in, this might be the rejection and then again come down more. So something like this, and then send it right back down. But with hourly velo pumping, looks really, really solid here. I'm not going to be too worried about that right now. For now, I just want to get that tap of the 5-minute trigger, and I think with hourly velo looking like this, it really sets up this nice move. So again, there's no tap of the 5-minute trigger. We're gonna miss it. I mean, you guys could be long right now. I don't care. I'm personally not long at the moment. Actually made some really good money today, which I'm very happy about. So I'm not willing to take a whole bunch of more trades when I already had a solid day. So at this point, I'll either trade with very light money or I'll take a perfect entry and go with the normal size. So my perfect entry is only going to be a tap of the 5-minute trigger. Tesla, by the way, I'm just going to put this right here. Tesla really looks like it wants to get up here. I'm not like sitting here trying to time it or anything, but you can see how it had beer divs, but then repaired it on this push higher. Price is above the hourly trigger. Hourly below looking really nice, on its way up. LDPM stacked bullishly, 5, 15, hourly, 4-hour, daily. And here's your 2-week LDPM. So in my opinion, we're headed up here, although obviously 438.37, Gavin's big level, might be significant resistance. But I already hit this whole trade. I entered like somewhere in here. I sold up here. I actually entered back and forth on Tesla like 5 times. I took 5 separate trades instead of just holding, but I did pretty well actually. So I'm happy about that. I didn't realize how easy it is to scalp Tesla just using 5-minute LDPM. Like here, it definitely got a little choppy, but Over here, it was just like every time 5-minute LDPM moved below price, huge push higher. Then again here, huge push higher. So I hit both of those. And I also hit the trade when we broke above hourly LDPM. Going back to SPY. So, again, personally, I'm really hoping we get this pullback, because if we do, everyone else is going to, participants in the market are probably going to start getting scared, maybe try to short or something. But I do feel like there's going to be a hard bounce and we can wipe out some sellers back on the way up. So it's really just a waiting game right now. And if Tesla moves back here, I'll probably buy. That's the truth. And also, 15-minute LDPM, you guys could see, has been just providing excellent support this entire time. So if you want to dip buy on Tesla, no contracts are a lot more expensive. But if you want to dip buy on Tesla, you can probably just buy it right around here and then just cut it if it breaks below 15-minute LDPM. But with the LDPM stacked bullishly like they are for Tesla, you are going to expect these to continue providing good support until you see something like 5-minute LDPM shoot above price, like a really sharp move higher. You're going to continue to expect these to provide support. Once they obviously get too spread out, maybe you start some selling down, but for now, definitely going to expect great support here. I highly doubt Tesla sells below these levels, probably not even below this level. So my point is that you can get long Tesla as long as you don't break below 15-minute LDPM. But due to how strong the 15-minute LDPM has been all day, until you see a crazy spike, we're just going to expect continued upside. A huge spike on 5-minute LDPM will signify that, all right, maybe things need to come down a bit. So this is not looking great for us as SPY continues to push higher without tapping its 5-minute LDPM. Again, with hourly velo this strong, you're going to expect the 1-minute trigger to provide really nice support, which it has been doing even when it's sold under. That's another important thing to keep an eye on. So, if Tesla gets here, probably going to be an easy long 15-minute LDPM to catch it. But I already scalped it a bunch of times, and it's kind of like a risky trade buying when 5-minute LDPM is above price. I've done it twice, and I ended up hitting the trade because 5-minute LDPM ended up coming back below price. But whatever, it's just a little risky, and because I already made a good amount of money today, I'm not really willing to start giving it back, like even 10% by 10% if I'm getting stopped out. So I'm personally going to hold off, but maybe we'll see, if you could get contracts ready, and then if 5-minute LDPM moves back below price, probably going to head back up to 237. So interesting thing with Tesla today that I noticed that, what was I just saying? I was reading MK's comment. Oh yeah, it's like getting rejected at like even numbers, like here, 237, and then where was it? No, maybe I was tripping, but it felt like there kept being rejection at even numbers. So here we go. Tesla's probably going to make a nice move right now. I was sleeping, so I didn't buy, but I mean, this is looking clearly bullish. Probably going to push up here to at least 237. At least 237. And SPY is also still going, so no really good buy here. But look at 5-minute LDPM here. So this is going to push up to at least 237, I think. Oh, the truth is it's the middle of the candle. You got to really wait for it to close before entering. But I mean, again, I'm not really trading right now. My day is kind of done, to be honest. But if the 5-minute candle closes, yeah, that's the problem. You really have to be diligent and wait for these confirmations before taking trades. That was my bad. I got a little too excited there. Now I still think Tesla's going to end up, pushing up, but unless it loses 15-minute LDPM. But yeah, got to wait for that confirmation. Got to wait for the candle to close always. So yeah, it actually rejected 5-minute LDPM, didn't break through it. and now it's actually selling below 15-minute LDPM. So that's not good. That's that spike I was talking about on the 5-minute LDPM spiking away from price. I wouldn't, count it yet unless we really start breaking through 15-minute LDPM, but this is the kind of warning spike that's going to tell you if 15-minute LDPM maybe won't hold. But again, I would need to see it get a little more. Also, we closed above this level, got an hourly close above here. So either way, I would expect to push up to 238.37. It's really more about timing it and, getting that perfect entry. So this shows a bear divergence, but I don't see a new high. So I don't know if I would count that. That's so annoying. I was really hoping for SPY to move a little more sideways before pushing up there. It's not really giving us an opportunity to get in. Yeah, really not giving us a good opportunity to get in. Here's the 5-minute LDPM crossover, followed by that bullish price action. But for me, I'm not going to long SPY until I get a pullback to the 5-minute sugar. If it goes up to 443.15 and I miss it, so be it. Don't have to catch every single trade. So yeah, 5-minute LDPM is kind of warning that we're not going to hold, but let's see. Yeah, and now we close the candle below 15-minute LDPM. So that's like really the bear sign right there. Unless it can like quickly get above, that would be not bullish. Let's see, because maybe there is an entry for us on Tesla. Maybe there will be. If you guys want get contracts ready, there may be an entry over Tesla, but I don't like, I don't like that candle close below an LDPM level. Like that's usually pretty significant. Now it could get saved quickly, but it becomes a lot more dangerous, especially with a nice air pocket down to the hourly LDPM. So I would hold off for a drop here and let's just wait until a 5-minute LDPM candle closes below price. And if we get that, let's take the long up to 238.37. Or technically just buy off this level if you're going by levels. This doesn't scare me too much because I know how stacked bullish we are, and I feel like it's just going to pick up support at some point. 5-minute LDPM will come back below price, and Tesla will rip to the upside again. So we missed the SPY trade, obviously, unfortunately, but let's catch one trade on Tesla here. So get contracts ready if you're going to trade it. Wait for 5. I think 15-minute is going to end up holding. Now you can see 5-minute moving towards price. So I would just wait here till 5-minute LDPM turns bullish, and then I'd get long. So 12:46. Technically, you have to wait another 4 minutes at least to get long. If you want to try to jump the gun and just be diligent with stop losses, that could also work. Because obviously price is going to move up first into 5-minute LDPM and not 5-minute LDPM moving into price. If it's going to be a strong bounce off 15-minute LDPM here. So a little bit of patience here. We may not get the best entry, but if in 3 minutes 5-minute LDPM is below price, that's definitely a long entry higher. So I'm trading the 237.5s right now. I'm kind of ready. I'm not ready to buy this second, but I have them open in front of me. I'm going to pull the trigger if 5-minute LDPM moves below price. So yeah, candle closes below LDPM levels, are warning signs. But keep in mind that with 5-minute LDPM above 15-minute, it's a little stronger. So you don't expect a sell-off if the candle closes below 15-minute LDPM. If 5-minute LDPM is below 15-minute and we close the candle below, then you'd expect some kind of sell-off. So 3 minutes hopefully awaits for us to drop more instead of pushing up higher here. Help us get a better entry. Also, if we do start moving up, just saying 237 has acted as a resistance here and here. So if you want to sell 237 and not wait for 238, whatever, that's also totally fine. 2 more minutes here. It looks like this is going to work. It looks like it's going to turn bullish. You want to enter before confirmation and just stop out at 235.90 or something, or use the 1-minute LDPM for your entry, but it looks like it's going to turn bullish. Definitely looks like it's going to turn bullish here. I think in 2 minutes, 5-minute LDPM will move below price, but always, you know, it depends on you if you want to wait for confirmation or not. Not really me. Damn, so we really missed that SPY trade. SPY just keep pushing. You think Burry is right? Oh, Capetas. That's hilarious. Capetas, if you guys see in the chat, one of my real life friends, actually just got married. You guys want to give him a congratulations. So let's see. Wait another 1 minute right here. And if 5-minute LDPM is below price, we're taking that long higher. So patience here. Looks like it's going to work. Again, you could always enter before confirmation, but I'm just being extra cautious even if I get a later entry. Oh, Nick, you also got engaged? Congratulations, man. That's awesome news. All right, we got 1 more minute. So if 5-minute LDPM is below price, 1 minute, that's the entry. All right, not yet. Not yet. Gonna have to wait another 5 minutes here. Now we got another candle close below 15-minute LDPM. Not looking too bullish in the very short term, but we'll see. I'm still not convinced that we're losing that 15-minute LDPM until the 5-minute crosses below it. So, you know, see here, we're still stacked very bullishly. I'm still bullish here. And I just want to see 5-minute LDPM close a 5-minute candle below price. And that's my long. So I hate like the 5 minutes in between candle closes because, you know, you don't really want to miss the move, but can't really get hurt just waiting for confirmation. You risk getting a little worse of an entry. 5-minute trigger coming up here. I mean, this is going to hold regardless, in my opinion. So this level. So if you want a long with a stop loss below here, that could also work. I think we're about to push. Again, I think I'm just going to enter before confirmation here, and I'll just be smart with my stop losses. But you guys do you. So I'm long. See that nice 5-minute LDPM going below price. And I'm going to try to sell 237 or if 1-minute LDPM moves back above price. Again, technically, there's no real confirmation yet. Really have to wait for the 5-minute candle to close. That's going to be a while, and we might be much higher by then. So I entered early, and I just didn't go full size. Definitely an early entry by me. See if I get hurt from it or not. So I could use 1-minute LDPM to stop out here, or I could just stop out back below 15-minute LDPM. It looks like this is going to end up resolving bullishly. We'll see. We have another 3 minutes before anything is going to be confirmed. And because I only went in with a smaller size, I can always add if we get that confirmation. So yeah, you guys are seeing real life, the importance of, you know, waiting for that full 5-minute candle close. I definitely rushed it. But I don't know. I just felt bullish. Definitely should have waited for that confirmation candle. That was a mistake. Now, I still think this level is going to hold regardless, no matter what. We had an hourly close above it. We had hour and a half close above it. 12:53 right now, so in 7 minutes we'll get a, unless we close below, but we should be getting a 4-hour close soon. Now again, we're not bullish until 5-minute LDPM closes a candle below price, but I do have a feeling regardless that we're going to end up pushing up. Looking a little dangerous here. If we lose this one, I'm just going to stop out of my starter. I don't like that we're selling below 15-minute LDPM after being above it all day. That could lead to downside all the way down here if it doesn't get saved quickly. So 1 more minute. If the candle doesn't close below, I'm probably just going to stop out of the starter. Damn, I really thought that was the one. That looked like the one. All right, so if 5-minute LDPM isn't below price at the end of this candle, I'm probably just going to stop out of my starter. We'll try again soon. Yeah, not looking good. I don't know. I have like a very bullish bias right now. 5-minute LDPM coming up. This is a tough call. This is a very tough call to make. In 5 minutes, we have a bull close above this level, and then you can just long against that level. Although obviously we also have the bull close already. But this is just starting to look a bit scary to me. I'd really want to see price get back up through there quickly. So right now, even though I think we're still going up here, currently LDPMs are not looking bullish right now. We're below 15-minute LDPM, below 5-minute LDPM. We need to get that move back above 5-minute LDPM to be bullish. Maybe it'll be this candle. I do like the way 5-minute LDPM is coming down to price, but it's not convincing yet. Although if we just look at the triggers, price above the hourly trigger, hourly velo on the way up. So we should, regardless, get a bounce off the 5-minute trigger. But it's being below 15-minute LDPM that's kind of scaring me. So let's see if it rejects here, which is very possible, or if we could finally get that 5-minute LDPM close below price. Looks like that one rejected. This doesn't get saved quick, then it can sell down to hourly LDPM. Like especially if 5 crosses below 15. That would be the sign that, okay, time for retracement. If it pulls up here quickly in the next 5 minutes, next 3 minutes actually, then it could still be saved. Now, I would regardless expect some of these to provide support. I wouldn't think we would just sell right through everything. Yeah, it looks like we're coming down. Okay, so big moment here. You have to see if we close above here in 3 minutes or not. If we close above, then the long is just long unless there's a half-hour close below. Of course, we might retest this level. So it's just, 3 minutes left. Let's see how it goes. Otherwise, if we're still below here, it just doesn't make sense to be long while 15-minute LDPM is bearish. I'm actually trading weeklies right now, but I'm in very small size. If I see a 5-minute LDPM come below price, then I'm going to enter some more. Yeah, I don't like how long we're below 15-minute LDPM. Like if it sells off suddenly here, it's very possible that it could just sell here. 2 minutes. Are they going to give it the bear 4-hour close? It's not looking too hot right now. Definitely not looking too hot. Yeah, look at 5-minute LDPM now spiking away from price. All right, this is going to come down here. So I'm out. And I'll enter when things look better, or I just won't get back in. And I mean, the signs were there. I don't think I paid too much attention to them, but the signs were definitely there. Wow, and it looks like they want that bear close. Yeah, so I should have just stopped out right away. But again, I had a good day. I'm in a small size position, so I didn't really mind. But let's see where the close. Oh, wow, they got the beer close. That's crazy. 12:59. Wow. Okay, so there goes that long. Even if, even if it does come up above, I wouldn't want to risk trading against a bearish 4-hour close. Now, velocity tells us we're going to get that airplane, but I don't know. I don't want to trade against a bearish 4-hour close there. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. Honestly, probably going to come down to hourly LDPM, but I'm not going to bet on that. So, here was my entry, obviously well before confirmation. So I'm never going to take a full size position if I don't have confirmation. And then I should have exited like right up here once we saw that, price was below 15-minute LDPM, even closed the candle below 15-minute LDPM. That's kind of like the bearish signal. But whatever. I just sold like once I went down more than I would have liked to. So yeah, I'm not really going to watch it anymore because it's just going to give me FOMO if it comes back above. But just know that because we had a bear close, very possible Tesla's heading all the way back down. Okay, let's see, maybe the SPY entry is going to come. So 1 bear div, 2 bear div. So very possibly this wasn't even the 3rd bear div. Very possible that it actually came here. Yeah, just good lesson to learn here is, again, just wait for the confirmation. Even if like it seems tempting, like it really did here, always just worth it to wait for the candle to close. Because if the candle closed above price and then price moves back above it in that 5-minute window, it can easily act as resistance. But once you get that bullish close, more than likely it's going to act as more than likely price is going to go up. So let's see if Tesla continues to sell here. Remember, it did get a bear close. I mean, technically you could kind of short this, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. Especially not with hourly below nice like this, because very risky because you might get an airplane even with the bear close. Should I short this? You guys want to short it? I don't know. It's kind of tempting because of the bear 4-hour close. It's kind of tempting to short this right now. Only thing holding me back is that velocity is telling us to expect an airplane. And, LDPMs are pretty bullish here. Even with the 4-hour close, I still wouldn't be too surprised if this resolves to the upside, even with the bearish 4-hour close. I don't even know how important this level is to begin with, although this was pretty telling that they closed us right below here. But based on the way the LDPMs are stacked and velocity telling us to expect this airplane, I still feel like this is going to resolve bullishly. So here comes the 5 and the 15. So now if we get this long, it's going to be a little riskier due to the bearish 4-hour close. So again, I would play it, but I would just play it with, small size. I only would play something full size when levels, triggers, and LDPM all line up. Over here, triggers are calling for an airplane. LDPMs are stacked bullishly, but obviously a little bearish in the very intermediate term. So tough call here. Again, my gut tells me this just ends up resolving bullishly. That's what my gut tells me. I really did not like that 4-hour close. I thought that was nasty that they did that. Because otherwise, I'd just go off. I'd just, probably go long off this level right here. What I really got to do is find out if this level actually has importance or not. That's what I really got to do. It's so annoying that SPY can't just tap the 5-minute trigger. Really don't want to miss that move. But yeah, definitely 3-bear div, so not going to go long at all. And I wouldn't really expect it to get a higher. Let's see. Oh, wait, I don't want to move that. I don't expect SPY to get a higher high until it taps the 5-minute trigger. So we'll see if it rejects like close to here. Okay, yeah. I mean, this is going to go up regardless of the bear close. So 106, oof, that's a big, strong candle. Now, again, I would probably just wait for confirmation, but it's going to be another 4 minutes, and you might miss a big portion of the move while waiting for that confirmation. But the reason why I would wait is because now that 5-minute LDPM crossed below 15-minute, it makes sense that this could act as a resistance here. Again, watch the one time we don't wait for we do wait for confirmation is going to be the time that it goes up, but that's trading for you. It's really it. That's just part of trading. So it's up to you. You guys see exactly what I see. So if you like it, you can take it. If you don't like it, you don't have to take it. Remember, you could also play small size. There's plenty of options for not waiting for confirmation. Sometimes you could just judge it based on, the LDPM spike. Like if it's like a significant spike, sometimes like you can just enter without confirmation. For me, I think I'm done for the day. I think I'm just going to narrate instead of trading. So if you guys want to play it, enjoy. For me, I'm just watching. Maybe I'll play it with like 1 or 2 contracts. So velocity told us to expect the airplane. That's pretty much exactly what happened. Because velocity was 3 hours better than 3 hours ago, price was able to break back up. That's pretty much just how the airplanes work. Yeah, expected it to catch support at one of these LDPM levels. Looks like it was this one. SPY continues to climb here. So let's see, maybe Tesla does get that push up, but that 4-hour bear close was just so weird. All right, if it starts moving here, I would say 237 is going to be the first target. But if it breaks through 237, expect 238.39. That's a nice looking airplane. Yeah, wow. So 5-minute LDPM is fully below price here. It's pretty crazy, even during the candle. So that's pretty significant, I would say. SPY is also climbing, so that was probably a big deal too for Tesla. Probably hope they get that acceleration. Yeah, I mean, this is looking bull now. This is looking very bull. Should have just trusted the velocity and added more here, but again, that's the thing when you have a lot of different avenues with levels and LDPMs and triggers. Sometimes they're conflicting, like it was here. But I'm gonna expect more upside for Tesla. I don't think this is, the end of it. Not after such a nice move from 5-minute LDPM. So I would expect at least 237 to be hit here. We'll see. The move just like ended here, I'd be pretty sussed out. And I would say it probably had to do with the levels. But I think 237 at the minimum can be hit. And you just have to wait it out here. Check in on this one. Yeah, back above all LDPMs. So that's the thing with bullish stacked LDPMs is that even when it dips, you're just going to expect one of these guys to provide support before the next move higher. So I'm expecting 237 at the minimum here. And based on, previous resistances, that could be the place to sell. And of course, you could always just sell if 1-minute LDPM turns bearish. And see how it goes here. Yeah, I definitely don't think this is it. Like that's the move. I definitely don't think that. I think there's going to be more upside. And if you're in right now, just watch out for that 237 level. This could be the time when we break through it. We already tapped it 3 times, and if we do break through it, I would expect 238.37. But if you're in it for like a quick scalp, nothing wrong with either selling all or trimming at 237 if we get it. Of course, if 1-minute LDPM moves above price and you want to be very risk adverse, then you could sell it there too. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that the move would end here. Like, you had a really nice airplane setup. We're above 5 and 15-minute LDPM. We're above everything over here. So I just feel like there should be more. The only thing in the back of my mind is this bear close. It's the only thing in the back of my mind right now that's like giving a little warning signs. I wonder if this is the time that we finally move up to 238.37. But I think I would still trim some at like, I'm sorry, I wonder if this is the time we move up here to 238. Obviously, not drawn for time, just drawn for like end target. But I still think there'll probably be some resistance at 237 if we continue pushing. Wow, so SPY just went without ever tapping the 5-minute trigger. So that just shows you how strong this move is. Pretty crazy to me. Very crazy to me. Wow, it's still going. So watch out for 443.15 on SPY. That's going to be probably going to be a big level. And I still think Tesla's probably going to make it to 237 at the least. It wouldn't make any sense for me for this move to just end here. So we'll see how that continues to develop. The only thing that wasn't perfect about Tesla here was this bear close. Otherwise, I would just assume that we're bullish here. Just one part missing was that bear close, which was such a weird bear close, by the way. Wow, so SPY just reached up and attacked that level, 443.15, and Tesla didn't even budge. So that's another issue. SPY might be topping here. If it starts coming down hard, Tesla's probably going to get hit by that too. So it's weird to me that Tesla didn't get any movement with SPY just now, like none. I would have expected Tesla to accelerate as well. That was a little weird. QQQ also just accelerated very strongly. Tesla didn't budge. Maybe it would be like a delayed reaction, but SPY starts topping here, then you get a little nervous about being long Tesla. Let's see if Tesla just makes like a quick jump here. Maybe give you an opportunity to sell if you want it. But that's so weird that SPY and QQQ just made monster pushes and Tesla didn't move at all. SPY's at 443.15 right now, and if it tops here, it's not going to be a good sign for Tesla, to be honest. I'm a little confused why Tesla didn't just move up with the market, but could be a small delay maybe, and Tesla's about to start accelerating, and then other options that was it, and then it's done here, along with the market, QQQ, SPY, if everything's topping here, then looks like it's over. Definitely not what I expected to see. I would have thought we saw 237 at the minimum. This doesn't make too much sense to me. Wow, and SPY's pushing right through it. This is wild. This is very, very crazy. And QQQ. So everything's pushing much higher right now besides for Tesla. And that's the only thing that we're watching right here. So that's just not only annoying, but very strange. Like, why would that happen? Why would the market be pushing so much higher and Tesla just not moving at all? So it could either just mean a sign of weakness from Tesla, and maybe we're about to head back down. Maybe it had something to do with the bearish 4-hour close. Then the other option is that Tesla's going to make its move soon, but I don't know. Definitely, that was very weird. I don't know if I've seen that, just the market accelerating higher and Tesla just being left in the dust, not moving up. If this was a bullish close, by the way, I'd totally be long to 238.37. Like I'd say it's like for sure gonna happen. That bearish close was the one thing that just scared me out. Yeah, everything looks bullish on this front. LDPMs look bullish here. So kind of weird that it's not pushing up. Like I said, I expected 236, 236, 237, sorry, at the minimum. Not sure why Tesla's just failing to move higher at all. I wonder if I honestly wonder if it's the bearish 4-hour close, because everything else, LDPMs, triggers, rest of the market, everything's pointing to much more upside for Tesla, but for some reason it's just not accelerating higher. So again, it's like you have no idea if it just means Tesla's super weak right now, and expect it to come back down, or if it means that Tesla's just going to be the last one to go. That's where it gets tricky because there's no real sign, I would say. You just don't know. Again, I'm just, staying clear right now, but I'm very curious to see how this shapes out, so I'm going to keep watching it. This price action reminds me of SPY the past 2 weeks. Just nothing doing. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Super weird to me. This is definitely not what I'd be expecting up here. Um, I'd be expecting more upside, 237 at the very least. So the fact that it's just like legitimately not moving at all is so strange because QQQ and SPY just had such a big move up. Tesla just is like, it looks like it's stuck. Almost looks like it's stuck. So if you're long, this is where you got to make your decision. If you think there's going to be more upside, if you want to wait until there's a bearish LDPM crossover, you want to wait until price breaks below the 1-minute trigger, you want to just wait until there's a bearish crossover. A lot of different options for you if you're long. But if I was long, I'd be pretty annoyed that everything is pumping besides for the one stock I'm trading. I don't see this. 1, 2, 3, 4 flat candles while LDPM is bullish. Like, that's not a common sight. The reason why I'm watching this so hard is because I've never really seen this before, and I want to know if that means that we're just not going to go up, even with bullish LDPMs, or it means that there's just a delayed effect and eventually it's just going to start ripping. That's what I'm very curious about. It'll be good to know for the future because, like, usually when price is above 15 and 5, you expect it to accelerate higher. The fact that it's just doing nothing here is very mysterious to me. Okay, I mean now it looks like it may start going. Let's see if it finally hits the 237. Then that's probably where I'd expect resistance. But I feel like if it could get above 237, I don't know if there's anything in its way to 238.37. Okay, now we're 10 cents away from the original target, so you want to cut it here at the 237 level. That could make sense. If you want to see if maybe we break this resistance this time, go for it. Totally up to you. Is that you become a big boy, making your own decisions. Again, this is a proven resistance, so it's never a bad idea to maybe trim or take some profit at proven resistances. Maybe this is like just going to be a very, very slow climb. There's like no velocity right now, no acceleration. That's kind of like what's confusing me the most here. I would have expected a lot more velocity in this move. Okay, I want to find out a couple of things here. I want to find out if, like, because it was an airplane setup, if that helps price break resistance. There's a lot of cool things for me to figure out based on what happens next here. So I'm watching and I'm going to take notes after. Basically, you guys see this beautiful airplane here, which velocity told us was coming because it was better than 3 hours ago. So I want to see if, like, an airplane can cause enough acceleration to break through an obvious key resistance, or if an airplane isn't enough and it'll still reject up there. That's like what I'm most curious about right now. See, here's the thing. We rejected here, rejected here, rejected here. I feel like if it's still coming back up to push against it, kind of like psychologically, you feel like sellers are weaker now than they were here. Like here, they clearly had strength, but over here, what if we could just push through this level right now? If we do, I think it really might be a strong push up to this 238 level, but again, we're at a Q resistance. So if you enter down here, it's never a bad idea to at least trim or, close the whole position at Q resistances like that. But I'm just so, well, can't tell yet. Could still reject very easily. But look at the way 1 minute LDPM just spiked so hard away from price. So I wonder if this is going to be it, and we finally push up to 238.37. I'm just so curious. Here's the resistance right at this level. Let's see how this plays out. I guess, if this is going to reject, you'll see 1 minute LDPM come above price. So you could use that as your gauge to sell or hold. We did hit 237. So at the end of the day, we were right about that. Definitely respecting it. So I guess, 1 minute LDPM will tell you if the resistance was successful or not. If it breaks through here, I really think we could see 238.37. Here, let me draw a resistance line so that we know like exactly where it is. Okay. Change the color to red. All right, so clear rejection so far. And then if 1 minute LDPM moves above price, it's probably, oh my God, SPY and QQQ are still going. This is insane. This is insane. So I guess it was so bullish SPY that once the 5 minute trigger came up enough, it didn't even have to touch it and it just went. This is some crazy movement right now in the market. Kind of makes me regret not just going long at open and holding it the whole day. This is insane. I don't remember the last time there was a day like this. Maybe with the market being so bullish right now, maybe Tesla's going to be able to get through here. Let's see. Again, it's already looking much better than previous rejections, which sent it straight down. Like you can see, wick and then straight down, wick and then straight down. Over here, it's already like kind of staying up here. Now, I'm not saying that means we're going to break above, but I'm saying this is definitely looking much better already than it was there. So I'm testing my theory here. If airplane setups like cause enough acceleration to be able to smash through previous resistances, and I guess we're about to find out. If 1 minute LDPM moves above price, that's telling you that at least for now, the level is going to act as resistance. Also, SPY just hit another level, so it might be topping there. Damn, we should have been trading SPY instead of Tesla. Let's see if it goes here. If it breaks through here, I'm really expecting 238.37. Yeah, another thing, I guess when it moves sideways, but it's still above LDPM, just wait for it. That's what it's telling you. Just wait because, it's coming. Definitely a significant level, but it's funny because like I don't think Gavin had this on his charts anywhere. Of course, GME still red. So my intuition was right. Even back here, I thought we were going higher. I just made a really bad entry without confirmation on a small size position, so it didn't, hurt me. And looks like this level is going to be the resistance, but probably too early to say. But 1 minute LDPM just went above price, so it's definitely telling you that at least on the 1 minute level, liquidity got worse at a very key resistance point. So if we sell down here, that's your warning sign. I'm still curious. I don't think like it's over yet. I kind of feel like it could get through here. But we'll just watch it together and see. Because again, look at the difference in the rejections. These were really hard rejections, but over here, it's been up here for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles staying up here. So it definitely looks like it's knocking on the door, trying to push through. Question is if it's able to get it or not. I can't believe how much SPY and QQQ are up today. It's pretty nuts. QQQ we saw it coming from a mile away. I mean, the past 2 days there was non-stop put selling for QQQ. SPY not as much, but QQQ definitely. Looks like it helped SPY out. Yeah, QQQ is up a drop more than SPY. And really, at the end of the day, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, they're all in SPY too. So if they're pushing, you can expect similar reaction in SPY. Okay, with 1 minute LDPM now spiking above price, it seems like this is holding. It just so, I don't know. I'm still not convinced that like this is the end of the move. I'm still not convinced, but whatever. I mean, if you were long, I'd probably sell here, 237. Okay, maybe there will be more, but you still got a nice move already, so I'd probably just sell it right here. Let's see if the 1 minute trigger provides a bounce here. Yeah, so look at 1 minute LDPM continuously spiking away from price. And price is also at 5 minute LDPM on the other screen, on the right screen. But the 1 minute trigger may provide a bounce here, so we'll see. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't, with strong hourly velo and 5 minute velocity showing no divergences. So I don't see why it shouldn't. I just want to see this level crack and Tesla to get that push higher. Oh, Zachary says it also. Oh, there it goes. Zachary says it also got the bear close on Monday and proceeded to rip. So, yeah, this is it, guys. I think it's going to accelerate up here. I do think it's going to accelerate up here. Like this looks like the break. That looks like a solid break. Could be wrong. Yeah, and you guys know I'm not like a technical analysis person. I just like the psychological behind resistances, support. Like if you really understand it, you don't need to be like a TA master to just gauge price action. Like the reasons why resistances are resistances and why supports are supports and why trend lines are trend lines and why trend line breaks lead to accelerated price action. It's actually all based on human emotion. And we learned about this in my fintech course when we were learning about like high frequency trading and trading algorithms. So Is Tesla going to push up to 238.37 here? That's the question. I feel like, well, what are the odds that it doesn't? I feel like pretty decent odds that that's what's going to happen here. And again, this box was here the whole time. Like, that's honestly where I thought we'd go from the beginning. But there's just, I don't like, if I make good money in the morning, I don't like to like trade too much. Like, if that would have been the entry where I went long here, then perfect. But that was it for me. I completed my weekly goal today, so I'm not really looking to overdo it. But even when I trade early in the day and I make some good hits, I'll just use the rest of the day to study price action, study the triggers and LDPMs and levels all working together, trying to pick up on new things instead of like, I know a lot of traders like they hit their trade and then they leave for the day. I love just studying price action. I feel like it could only get you better. And looking back at this, I think, you know, obviously because you guys know I sold right here. Looking back at this, again, I only had 2 contracts, so I don't think I would have made more than a couple $100 here. But looking back at this, my main point is that if you look at hourly velocity, it was better than it was 3 hours ago. And obviously, this airplane was very, very much expected. Instead of selling here, I actually should have bought more there. The reason why I didn't, obviously, is because we were selling below 5 and 15-minute LDPM, and I just got scared for like more downside. I was like, why take an unnecessary loss when there's really no reason to? So that's why I sold. But in retrospect, the only sell would have been if the 1-minute trigger crossed below the 5-minute trigger. And looking back at it now, like I definitely regret that sell. And that's why it's super important to understand where velocity is holding and understand if the airplane's meant to happen or not. You know, if not for this level here, I probably would have told everybody. And if I wouldn't have went long right here, I probably would have gave the thing to go long at the 5-minute trigger, expecting it to bounce with hourly below being better than it was 3 hours ago. So if any of you guys did hit this long, fantastic job. Happy for you. Definitely very happy if you guys hit this. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's just gonna, you know, maybe move sideways, maybe dip a drop, but I feel like we're almost for sure gonna head up to 238.37. Could be wrong. We'll find out soon enough. It's funny because I literally went long down here and did so many trades when in reality I could have just held it the whole day. But that's the life of a scalper. You know, I'm a scalper. I like just coming into the market, making a few $100 on one trade, losing maybe 50, 75 bucks in the second trade, making 300 bucks on the third trade, maybe making another 100 bucks on the fourth trade, maybe losing 100 on the fifth trade, and then, you know, ending the day with a nice like $500-$600 profit. Like that's really all you need. I don't really stay in plays or hold positions. Like I'm usually in, either hit the move immediately and be right away, and take the profit, or like or cut immediately if I didn't hit it right away. And with tools like triggers and LDPMs, you can usually enter like on a break of a trigger, or when LDPM turns bullish or bearish, and right away price is already moving in the right direction. So you know, after like 3, 4, 5 minutes, you could already be up 10% profit on $1,000 trade. It's already $100, something like that. That's like way more of my style, but again, it's not suitable for everyone. Like if I wasn't scalping, I probably would have just taken Tesla longs down here when the 1-minute trigger crossed above the 5 and price was above the hourly trigger. Also, if you guys read my MSW report last night, I was very bullish Tesla. I thought Tesla was going to have a big day today. That's another thing. So knowing that, trusting the report that I myself gave, I should have just went long in the morning and, you know, check back in later. But right now, that's just not how I've been trading. So whatever. 5-minute velo, no divergences on this push higher. So you would, you know, maybe we're going to have a SR flip where we bounce off this level, turning previous resistance into support and then pushing higher. Or maybe we'll just, you know, tap the 1-minute trigger and go up. But with no bear divergences, It doesn't make sense that we just topped here. We would probably more so top at a key level, which would be 238.37. So I do still expect us to be able to get up there. It may take like another hour or so. Like we may have a period of consolidation like we did here. But another thing is that, so I just learned something new today, that when you have resistances and you come back to the 5-minute trigger and you look at velocity, you know, velocity went down, you reset velocity right here on the way back up, then you could break resistances. So that's a nice learning point. That was, you know, worth watching this just to learn something like that, because for next time, if this kind of setup happens, instead of taking my profit here, I'll understand that we reset velocity, we're pushing up with strength here, and that we would probably break the resistance. Another thing is just that, you know, the obvious, you know, quick short rejections here, while here we were able to stay above for quite a while. There was a little bit of a fake out when 1 minute LDPM spiked above price, but again, you had the 1 minute trigger underneath for support with strong hourly velocity, so nothing really wrong with that. Did anybody take this trade, like just out of curiosity? Or were we just watching this for fun? If you took the trade, let me know in the comments. I took Tesla and SPY. All right, good shit, Lala. Man, SPY hurt me because, okay, first of all, I just want to show you guys this. You guys remember, I literally put the stream on because I wrote on my channel, you know, if we tap the 5-minute trigger here, expect this push up to 443.15. And that's why I went on stream, like right here, to take this trade with you guys. And unfortunately, although we got super close, we didn't actually tap the 5-minute trigger. So in the future, I think the way I would have traded this instead is I would have just went long here, added at the 5-minute trigger. Instead of what we did, just waiting for the 5-minute trigger touch. When things are so bullish, like look at hourly velo, when things are so bullish, just buy. And then if you get a tap of the 5-minute trigger, just add more. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so very nice job on Tesla that we did, you know, right into our box, reaching the upper level now. So for any of you guys that were in the trade, you could either just sell it right here, right now, maybe wait for a couple more cents higher. I don't like being greedy. Once we get like close enough, I just like to start selling, but I don't have anything here. But that's just like me personally. You guys play it however you want. But we did well. We did well. So beautiful airplane setup. 5 and 15-minute LDPM confirmed it. Also, by the way, when this spiked hard like this, I already knew something was going on. And here, you know, you didn't really get a chance to wait for confirmation. I guess you did during this consolidation phase, but this entire dollar candle, this was a dollar candle, happened well before confirmation. So that's why before I did the same thing. You know, it wasn't necessarily bad. It's just not something I would go full size. I went, you know, only 2 contracts as opposed to, let's say, 10, which I was trading earlier the whole day. I was trading 10 at a time. So it wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but if you want to enter without confirmation, just don't play full size, because then you could take a pretty ugly loss if it doesn't work out for you. So what do you guys think? You think we end up tapping this, or you think the move ends here? If I had to guess, I'd say we're just going to end up tapping it. Like, why not? But yeah, we'll find out very, very shortly. If I was in a nice size position here, I would not be greedy. I'd be selling 1 at a time right now. 1, maybe 2 at a time. If I was in 10, like every 30 seconds, I'd just be selling 2. Like averaging myself out of the trade, instead of just selling all at once, thinking that I'm going to get the exact peak. Or another thing is, once we get close enough to this level, maybe I would just use 1 minute LDPM for the exit. And wow, I cannot believe SPY and QQQ right now. QQQ is at 370. It's unimaginable, this move, except that we did call the entire thing yesterday on the meme stock watch reports. I'm going to show you guys as soon as like this trade's over, I'm gonna show you guys the reports from last night. Still no bear divergences on the 5-minute velo. So that's not to say that we're going to continue just going straight up, but that is to say if we do pull back to the 1-minute trigger, odds favor a bounce and continue to push higher. Even 1-minute velocity didn't diverge. Look at that new high with this new high. That's pretty impressive. So, I mean, my guess is that we just tap the level. If we get through here, wow. But that's not something I'm expecting and not something I would play for. It's 151 though, so I guess you could just wait in the trade 9 more minutes and see if, you close above. I don't even know what the next level above is, by the way. Wow, you could just see price breaking above 5 and 15-minute LDPM. You could just see how amazing this move actually was, even though it was a little frustrating sitting here wondering why there was no action while the rest of the market was just pumping away. That was a little strange. But now we know if LDPMs are bullish, even if it's just sideways, you could still expect that push higher. So again, I wouldn't get ultra greedy in here. If I was in the trade from here, I'd just be out already. I wouldn't wait for like the last 30 cents because probably now we go back down to the 1-minute trigger, then come up and like what, all for 30 cents. I guess if that kind of profit is worth it for you, then you can obviously wait until it gets hit. And I don't see anything that's telling us we're gonna head back here. Like 1-minute velo, no divergences, 5-minute velo, no divergences. So nothing's saying, okay, watch out for a pullback to the 1-minute trigger. I just want to hit this level already because I want to show you guys the report from yesterday on Meme Stock Watch. That's why I don't even want to watch anymore. But I know some of you guys are still in this trade, so I'm not gonna move the screen away until it's done. Here we go. Almost there. There's your first 1-minute bear divergence. Okay, let's go. Do it already. Tap the damn level. I can't wait to show you guys that MSW forecast from yesterday. This was like one of the times that we just absolutely nailed it. It feels good because so much work goes into them every night. Like you guys have to understand, it's hours. It's legitimately ours. Okay, I would end the trade right here. I wouldn't wait for like the literal penny. And there you have it, textbook. Very nice. And that's where I would end the trade. Okay, we hit it to the penny. I think it's a little greedy to ask for more here, although yes, it could continue pushing, that's for sure. But I think it's just a little greedy to want more here. So um, trade worked perfectly. Nice airplane setup. Looking back at it now, obviously I regret not playing it, but also, by the way, I kind of have a feeling we go right through this level. I don't know why, but look at that. Like we didn't do this where you wick it and then just pull back super quick. It's also 156. So let's wait 4 more minutes. This is a pretty large level, so we'll see how it develops. But also just look at the power of the LDPM crossovers, right? 4 hour, so 5, 15 hourly, 4 hour daily, and very impressive price action. Okay, so I hope you guys, even if you didn't take the trade itself, I definitely hope that was a nice learning experience. Now, finally, I get to show you guys this. Oh yeah. Look at that. And then the forecast. Oh shit. Is it gonna go for more? Sure looks like it. 2 more minutes. We'll see. And if it gets through here, just expect 2 week LDPM to get hit. So yeah, I should have trusted my own meme stock watch forecast and just took a position literally this morning on Tesla and just held it all day. I would have been a lot happier. Okay, if this closes bullish, there's another long trade, believe it or not. Also notice how there's no bearish divergences still. So 1 minute velo still looking nice, 5 minute velo still looking nice. Look at that steady climb. So if this closes bullish here, you can take the long. Again, I'm done for the day. I'm tapped out. Okay, I'm gonna try a small long here. We did get the bull close. Should I? I feel like I really don't want to risk giving back any more money. Like I had myself a good day. Now, okay, we got the bull close 100%. So this dip is expected to be bought and priced to be able to move right back above this level. But I'm really like, I'm not into the active trading mindset right now. Like I already kind of shut it off. I guess, look, that's a decision you guys can make. You all saw the close with me. You want to take that long based on the bull close? Go ahead. I'm honestly super tapped out. Yeah, yesterday, look at this. To me, it seems like it's on the way up to daily trigger. That worked very well. Man, I got to start taking my own forecasts. I don't know why I'm not. Apple, I was also bullish on. Oof. Yeah, there it goes. There goes Tesla. So I got the next level from Gavin. It's 443.37. Let me put that here. Okay. I'm gonna close the stream here, but if that's a trade you guys want to take, you saw the bull close. If it gets there or not, I don't know. LDPMs look bullish. Velocity looks pretty bullish, but this is a big level. I don't know. I don't know how it'll go. So either way, thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.